last time I discussed with you about opinion essay, right? Do you guys remember all the tips that I gave you? And did you follow them when you did your homework? Thank you very much. Today, I will talk to you about creative nonfiction. Alright, so last time, some of you guys wrote some stories that are creative, and we called it creative writing, right? So creative writing is also called creative nonfiction. But other than that, we can also refer to creative nonfiction as personal journalism. Literary journalism. What is journalism? So journalism is, okay, I guess you're familiar with that. It's a form of writing, a formal writing as in newspapers or magazines or websites, right? Okay, and then dramatic nonfiction. When you read novels or comics that are full of emotions, they are dramatic nonfictions, okay? Next, the new journalism, we call it the new journalism, parajournalism, the new nonfiction, the nonfiction novel, like I said, and the literature of facts, okay? It's a fact, but it's also a literature, okay? Something is realistic, sounds realistic because it is based on fact, but it's right in a very creative way. Alright, now, creative nonfiction, according to Sinead, 1991, requires some things. Number one, let's read this together. Number one, creative nonfiction requires the skill of the storyteller and the research ability of the reporter, okay? So it means when you write your stories, you have to be like a storyteller, okay, and a reporter at the same time. You are a storyteller who is like trying to capture the minds of the readers, but then also you are a reporter who is trying to give information and facts in a very accurate way based on your writings, okay? Next, creative nonfiction doesn't just report facts, okay? You don't just report facts. What do? You also deliver facts, all right? In ways that move people. In ways that move people toward a deeper understanding of the topic. You are familiar with this word move, right? So last time when one of you read the stories and I was like so moved and like, I couldn't believe that you guys wrote it, okay? So your creative nonfiction is like that. It moves people toward a deeper understanding of your topic or of your stories, all right? Next, creative nonfiction writers must see beyond facts to discover their underlying meaning. They must dramatize the meaning in an interesting, evocative, informative way. Wow. All right, what does it mean? You must see beyond facts to discover their underlying meaning. Sometimes you read a story and you think that it's just it. But your story should not be simple as like, yeah, that's it. It should have something more beyond it, underlying, something more beneath your stories, okay? And then it should be interesting, evocative, moves emotions, brings emotions or interest to people, evocative. And also informative, okay? Informative. Teaches, reports, just like what it says here. You should be a reporter and a storyteller at the same time. Alright? Okay, now let's talk more about this, alright? Creative nonfiction, what? Uses vivid language. Last time I told you guys when you write your stories, it has to have a clear main topic, a clear idea, right? So vivid language, clear, transparent, as clear as like that, alright? So, according to one writing, creative nonfiction describes a man physically in very vivid language. One that gives us unexpected images and unexpected metaphors. Guys, physically describe a man physically in a very vivid language. Last time I told you, when you describe a man, like your stories, a man was walking through the forest. Don't just talk about a man. How does this man look, right? Now I have here for you guys an example of a vivid language. See, I'm going to read it for you. From the doorway of room 542, you see, you can already imagine, right? From the doorway of room 452, not in room 542, but from the doorway. The man in the bed seems deeply tanned, describing a man, deeply tanned, blue eyes, close-cropped white hair, describing the hair now, give him the appearance of vigor and good health. Can you guys imagine this? I am just reading it to you, but can you picture this guy that is mentioned in the story? But I know that his skin is not brown from the sun. It is rusted, rather in the last stage of containing the vital repose within. And the blue eyes are frosted, like looking inward, like the windows of a snowbound cottage. This man is blind. This man is also legless. The right leg missing from mid-thigh down, the left from just below the knee. You see, this man is legless, but it describes very clearly, vividly, how is he legless? The right leg is missing from the mid-thigh, and the left leg is just from below the knee. Can you guys imagine it? So this is what it means to write a vivid language. So when you write your homework, which I will give later, okay, write your paragraphs, talk about your characters vividly, okay? Describe them vividly, all right? Next, creative nonfiction uses emotions to arrive at the truth, okay? I always tell you guys, you have to capture the minds of your readers, okay? And how do you do that? You have to use emotions to arrive at the truth. Now, here is an example, all right? According to George Willis on Her Own in the City, he mentions concrete, realistic details about life in an East Harlem tenement to make a commentary about poverty. If you think about poverty, it's sad, right? I think it brings a lot of emotions, okay? But he didn't just write it in a way that, oh, these people are poor. Not like that, okay? He utilizes conversation to provide emotion, okay? Conversation. In the story, there are conversations that will bring people's emotions. And to make the article more human, more understandable, more memorable, okay? More memorable. Someone reads the stories, wow, like either you get heartbroken or, you know, different mixed emotions, okay? So, when you write your creative nonfiction, you have to make your readers' emotions arrive at the truth, okay? How about this one? Creative nonfiction stimulates the reader's imagination. What is stimulate? Okay? Stimulate. All right, it's to bring about, okay? So to bring the reader's imaginations. This kind of description suggests something to the reader's imagination, enabling it to bring the description its own previous similar experiences in order to understand. All right, I have here for you guys an example on how you can stimulate the reader's imaginations. For example, so this is a writing from Gaetaley's using suggestive description in his opening of the article, New York. All right. So how did he describe New York in a way that could stimulate the reader's imaginations? I will read it for you guys. New York City is a city of eccentrics and a center for odd bits of information. New Yorkers blink 28 times a minute. Is it possible? But 40 when tense. Most popcorn chewers at Yankee Stadium stop chewing momentarily just for the pitch. Gum chewers at Macy's escalator stop chewing momentarily before they get off to concentrate on the last step. Coins, paper clips, ballpoint pens, and little girls' pocketbooks are found by workmen when they clean the sea lion's pool at the Bronx Zoo. Wow. this one totally stimulates the reader's imagination because upon reading this, I guess you guys are already thinking about New Yorkers or people from New York. Okay, what are they? They are eccentrics. What is eccentric? A bit odd, unconventional, not the usual kind of people, right? So they are eccentrics, and they are a center for odd bits of information. They blink 20 times. You see, the way they are described here sounds like they are really eccentrics, right? And it stimulates your imagination. Oh, New York is like that? People from New York are like that, right? You imagine these people or this place because of the way it is written here. Right, guys? Okay, now, this is my last slide for you, and it's about tips for writing your own CNF, or what is CNF? Creative nonfiction. That's right. Number 1, deal with issue, problem, people that are concerned about or find a way to make them concerned or interested. Deal with an issue, problem, people that are concerned about a way to make them concerned or interested. All right? Choose a topic. Okay, choose a topic or an issue that will make people concerned, that will make people interested. Okay, and find a way to make them concerned about this thing. If you want to talk about global warming, if you want to talk about disasters, if you want to talk about poverty, how can you make people get concerned or interested in it? All right? How do you do that? Next, provide accurate data. All the time, you have to provide accurate, exact, correct, not wrong, okay? Accurate data, all right? Next, report fairly. Don't be biased, okay? You have to mention both the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages of a certain topic, all right? You have to be balanced, fair. Next, interpret your information. Discuss, talk about it. Interpret your information, all right? Next, draw your conclusions. Of course, you always have to draw your conclusions. You have to summarize it. At the end, what do you really think about a certain topic, all right? Next, organize your information and use interesting language. The most important, use interesting language all the time, okay? I always tell this to you guys. Use interesting language. Okay, so for your homework, look at the picture. What do you think is your homework? So your homework is to write about what the world will be like 20 or 30 years from now. Okay? Imagine you are going to the future. What's it gonna be like? I actually chose this topic because I think that it will be easy for you guys to run your imaginations. Okay? It will be, I guess, it will be easy for you guys to describe things like what are cars gonna be like, or what are airplanes gonna be like? How will the buildings look like if we have computers or internet right now? What's it gonna be like from 20 or 30 years later? If there are astronauts going to the moon right now or to the Mars, like what kind of other explorations will there be later in time, 20 or 30 years later? So you can talk about anything that is related to the future 20 or 30 years later. That is your homework. All right? So, again guys, thank you for watching this class, and I really hope to see you very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye!